It's Craig, it's High Peak One, and I'm joined by Clare Ward, Mayor of the East Midlands. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm always well coming into Buxton.
I know, and we're here for a special day today, looking at the plans for the regeneration of Buxton Town Centre. It's going to be a fantastic redevelopment.
Well, I think Buxton's such an amazing place, and the opportunity to make parts of it that perhaps don't feel quite so loved even better, I think is great. And what Capital and Centric are doing today is to listen to the local public, asking people what they think of these ideas and how they can shape them.
Now, there's a lot of people here already. There's lots of people having a look at the designs, and people have seen them as well recently. Obviously, there's been things sent out to people. Now, I've lived in the area for a long time, and I think it's a great thing for Buxton. It just transforms it and brings it into so many more opportunities.
Well, Buxton's a gateway for so much, isn't it? Whether it be getting into the Peak District, the beauty that you've already got and the assets you have here in this town. What a wonderful opera house. It's so great. But it's also really accessible to Manchester. And we know that the B network is being extended. And it's so easy for people who want to come and visit us from Manchester and surrounding areas, but also for people here to go into the city. What we want to see is Buxton have even more life of its own. And I think if this brings more visitors, but are coming in on the train, they're coming and having a nice meal, they're enjoying everything that you've got to offer here, that's a good thing for the town.
And that's the thing I was reading in the brochure as well. People are looking for more nightlife and more entertainment in Buxton.
Well, I can understand that. You've got some great restaurants, you've got lots of things going on, but certainly there's potential for even more. And that's good for the local economy. It's great for local jobs. But it also, I think it will help to boost what's already going on here in Buxton.
I think, like you said, it's important for local jobs because there are younger people always looking for employment, and to get it locally in the town where they live is very useful.
Well, absolutely. And you've got to recognise that there are lots of people from outside of our region who will enjoy coming to Buxton. They'll enjoy coming to the opera. They'll enjoy coming to the various festivals that take place here. But they also want to have somewhere nice to eat. They want to have lots of choice. And it's good that they're spending their money and staying, hopefully, in Buxton.
Well, Claire, it's been great to catch up today, and what a fantastic building to look at the designs in as well. I mean, the Pavilion Gardens is awesome, isn't it?
Oh, it's so beautiful. I don't live in Buxton. It's one part of the region I represent, nearly 2.3 million people. But I love coming to Buxton, and I'm not supposed to say it, but it is one of the favourites.
That's a lot of people you're representing, 2.3 million.
It is. I've got a very big region, but I can certainly assure you that you might be on the top corner of it. But I'm here because I love to be in Buxton, and I like to see all the things you've got, and I think there's a massive potential for this town.
And it's a job you love as well.
And it's a job I love too.
If people want to get hold of you, by the way, how can they get in touch?
So they can get in touch either through social media, they'll respond to things, see the things that I'm getting up to, or they can contact me by looking at the East Midlands Combined County Authority page, or Google the Mayor of the East Midlands, and they'll find the contact details.
High Peak One.
And I'm joined by Anthony McEwen, leader of High Peak Borough Council. How are you?
Good, sir. It's been an interesting afternoon so far. We've got a lot of people talking at the Capital and Centric folk around what looks like an exciting development.
It is exciting. We're saying about this, the fact that it is transforming Buxton. Now, Buxton hasn't been transformed for forever, really, and this is going to make a big impact with the regeneration of the Springs area. It's a massive, massive change, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're trying to sort of tick as many boxes as we can to keep as many people as we can happy, but we know there will be some that might not like the exact change, but we're trying to sort of make sure we can engage as many people as possible to try and get it right for you, because it is a once-in-a-generation change.
You were saying that it is once in a generation, and we're talking about the fact that the population of Buxton is getting a little bit older now. We were talking earlier on, and the fact that, do you think this will bring younger people back into the area to stay in the area?
I think part of the hope is that by having some of that sort of more town centre living than what's available at the moment, it does open up those opportunities. There's some great potential with things like sort of the B network extending its control over some of the train lines that will be coming out to here. So there's that potential that we can get some of those younger families moving back into the place, and we've then got to make sure that we match the services with both the folk that are already here, but then also any new residents coming in.
And there's lots of lovely outdoor space as well, which I think is important nowadays, that people really want outdoor space.
Yeah, no, definitely. Despite what the weather's like, as it happens today, it's sort of going a bit rainy and miserable, and you've always got a little bit of a risk of that at Buxton, but, people like the outdoors, and particularly with things like sort of the summer festivals, etc., are there opportunities of being able to sort of bring some of that into that part of the town? Because at the moment, some of that activity is sort of very focused around the Opera House, etc. And, can we get more bang for the same buck by being able to extend it to other parts of the town? And what do we need to do to make sure that the facilities enable that?
I think you hit a point there, the fact that, making it more for when the festivals are on. I think that the town at the moment, it does feel like you've got sort of two halves at the moment, really.
Yeah, sometimes it can feel a bit like, you've got stuff going on at the Crescent, the Pump House, Opera House and the Gardens and that, and sometimes there's a need to try and draw the different bits of the town. But we also got to make sure, there's a whole economy up in sort of the upper part of the town, and we can't sort of forget them, and we've got to make sure we can try and draw them into some of these arrangements as best as possible.
Are you saying about it will draw more money into the economy, really, as well?
Yeah, I mean, in the nicest way possible, the previous owners of the shopping centre, they'd not spent any money in it in quite a long time, and it needs some changes and updates. The way we shop has changed, and we've got to try and make sure that the spaces we've got available reflect that change and are fit for the future.
So today is the event that people can come and see. Can they still see the plans online? I think there's a certain amount of time that they can comment on now, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a couple of weeks afterwards, I think up to I think it's the 19th, or a week or two after that sort of people will be able to comment. And you can also still get sort of paper forms with some details on the consultation that you can drop off at the BAFs and one or two other places, including the town hall.
Anthony, been great catching up. It will be great to see this take shape.
Yeah, no, that's the hope is we'll end up with some sort of planning application by the end of the year, and then we can sort of move on to the more exciting bit, in a sense of sort of starting to knock things around and move on to whatever the future will be.